yeah, so my name's Jack Burridge. I'm originally from a place called South Shields in England. I came over to the States in 2007 on a soccer scholarship. That's how I ended up over here. Met my lovely wife, Michelle, when we were in college. Actually celebrating 12 years together today, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so once I finished college, I ended up working for Lexus on the PGA Tour. So I would follow the PGA Tour events around the country, selling a kind of a golf package for them, which was pretty easy when you're selling a golf, once in a lifetime golf trip to people who love golf. So that was pretty straightforward, but the traveling got quite a lot for me. Wanted to start a family and stuff like that too. So I ended up having met Alan prior to this happening. Sorry, I was introduced to my now boss, Larry Fuhrman, who is one of Alan's closest and dearest friends. And he was like, "You ever thought about selling insurance?" And I was like, "Honestly, that sounds not fun one little bit." And he was like, "No, honestly, it's not what you think. You know, come give it a try, see what you like." And I was here 2 days, and I was like, "This, you know, I can do this. This is great." I was eager to learn. Alan taught me, and I'm not just saying this because he's on here. Alan taught me so much in that first few weeks. I was like, you know what, I can definitely do this, and ended up somehow falling in love with the process of helping people get insurance. So that's how I ended up stumbling into this. My job now, so I'm the account manager and head of sales at Corporate Care International. So we are a boutique insurance broker. We work with groups that have 2 employees, that range from, again, a small publishing company through 5,000 employees, through groups of nursing homes, a major sports league, something like that. So I've worked on all kinds of cases, big and small. Through V5O in particular, I often end up working on an individual basis with people too. Some people will come to me with issues as simple as, I have a claim that I'm not sure about paying. I got this bill for $15,000 and I don't know what it is. Can you take a look and give me some advice? More than happy to obviously discuss those sorts of things with people too, because, I've been in situations like that myself and it's never fun. So through this community, I'm more than happy to obviously help people with those sorts of situations too. You don't have to be a CFO or anything like that to have a conversation with me. I like to offer up my services on an individual basis too. So as an overview, what we do like to do is when we do get a lead or we do get an introduction, our business is very heavily reliant, as Alan will tell you, very heavily reliant upon referral. A lot of people don't like to shop out their insurance unless they fully need to, right? People like to think that they have insurance and that they're okay. And they don't really like to deal with it until they have to. So what we'll do is obviously we'll take a meeting to get an understanding of kind of what a company's situation is, how many people they have enrolled, what current plans they have, and things like that. And from there, we do a full structured analysis on what their current costs are, what their goals are, where they're looking to save money, maybe where they're looking to increase money. All those really important things that C-level suite employees need to take a look at. The biggest one, and which is one of the touch points that I personally like to engage with people in particular, is on the benefits compliance side of things when we're talking to the C-level kind of employees. The reason being is that the compliance side in particular with the Affordable Care Act changed significantly. And a lot of companies, and you may even work for companies that are like this, are actually in non-compliance with a lot of the things that they are supposed to provide their employees with in terms of benefits, in terms of the legal documents they're supposed to, and things like that. So for me, as a broker, it's one of the first things that I like to address with them, because it usually throws up some red flags that at least can gain some trust and understanding as to, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Because like I said, it's a very referral-based industry. So an example of that, recently got a new case. And when we were introduced to them, they had not been keeping their employees up to date with any of the vaccine mandate things. They had not been giving their employees any information regarding return to the workplace. They had not been following any of the appropriate steps that the government had been outlining for those at the state level as well as the federal level. So once we had kind of shown those to the employer, they were kind of like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, we need to get a move on with that. Made the change. And then obviously we move into assisting people on the benefit side of things. So it's been very challenging over the last year or so in terms of trying to, drum up new business. Let's be real. It's been tough for a lot of people out there. But the beauty of what we do is, like I said a few times now, it's very relationship based. And you have that trust and establishment with people, you obviously will get the opportunities to be able to help more and more people. And that's what it's about more than anything, obviously, is being able to help people in this industry, because it changes, honestly, almost every day. It changes. So that's a very kind of brief overview as to what I do on the internal side of things. Externally, the best part of my job is going out and getting to meet people like yourselves. The events that we've had thus far, I love having a good time. I love meeting new people. I love introducing people to other people. It is one of the things that I have loved doing my entire life, is meeting people from different backgrounds. Obviously, I'm from a very different background than most people who I've come across in this country. And so it's great to be able to share my story. If there's one thing I've learned since I've been here, it is how excited people are to be able to help other people. And if this community of V5O doesn't show you that over the last 2 years almost, I don't know what else will. So that's basically my background in a nutshell. If anyone has any specific questions, I always like to not preach what I do. I like to answer what I do. So if anyone has any specific questions, I'd love to talk more about that.